everyone. Today I am going to a place called MyFitPod in Aylesbury, completely private. I'll be the only person in there. You can put your own music on, you've got access to all the equipment. There's no waiting for squat racks or anything, so we're going to go check it out. So come with me.
Hey pals, so unfortunately I forgot to put my microphone on, so I have to do a voiceover for this video. Honestly, you'll see me chatting and there's me thinking, yeah, my mic's on. But anyway, let's walk you through MyFitPod in Aylesbury. They're located in Berryfield and they have their own car park, which now has ANPR, so you'll need to pop in your car registration when you arrive. You need to download the app called MyFitPod and sign up for an account. Once you're logged in, you can see what 1 hour time slots are available. To be able to book a slot, you need credits, which you buy through the app, and then there's a bunch of different options that you can choose from. So you can train solo, or you can train in pairs, you can train with your PT. It really covers everything. MyFitPod has been designed to give people the freedom to work out without the fear of being in a busy gym. If you suffer with gym anxiety, it's a great place to get started on your fitness journey so that you can get comfortable with the equipment, exercises, and technique before signing up for a gym membership. For a small space, there really is a good choice of equipment available for you to use. It includes a Peloton bike and treadmill for those of you who love cardio. Not me. There's a machine that doubles up as a leg curl and extension. Could you imagine the waiting time on this if it was in a standard gym? There's also a range of kettlebells, dumbbells, a bench, a box that has different jumping heights, a cable machine, and of course the main attraction, the squat rack. I mean, I just loved the weight place on this thing. It was then time for me to connect Spotify to the sound system and begin my workout. First step for me is to stretch out my hip muscles using a resistance band, and honestly, one wrong move here and that thing will really slap you hard, so be careful. I'm stretching out my hips due to tight hip muscles and went through physio for it, so it's not actually related to my workout today since I'm doing upper body. Stretching over now, it's time to get started. I decided to carry on my usual workout to see if I could do everything I need to in my MyFitPod, and I only had an hour time slot. Time was very, very short. I'm currently doing supersets, and with this split I'm focusing on chest, shoulders and triceps. First move on my list is a chest press. For my warm-up set, I'm doing 10 kilograms for my dumbbells, and I'm going to aim for 5 reps to pre-fatigue my muscles. And then once I've done these 5 reps, I then move on to my absolute favourite, the plyo push. Here we are with plyo push. We start off in a press-up position on your knees or toes, and you do a normal press-up, but then you push away from the floor so that your hands leave the floor for a second. And it might look super easy, but having just done chest press and then doing this, oh my goodness, it hurts. Yeah, it starts off fun, but then fatigue sets in and it gets really hard to do. So I can't do the full 10 as a plyo push-up. I switch to standard press-ups, and that's absolutely fine. These supersets are designed to improve the power and strength of your muscles by working them to failure, and you will really, really feel that. I'm repeating the superset again, this time with a heavier dumbbell weight for chest press. I'm using 15 kilograms here. So this is to help improve my power and strength. I push up quick and then I slowly bring the weight down to my chest, and I repeat this for my 1 to 5 reps. This is also going to help with stability as you're controlling the weight that's coming down as well. When you finish the set, you want to get up slowly and you want to put the weight down carefully. I was probably a bit too brash there. We're back onto the plyo press-ups, and I'm more than likely blaming Tony here for my arms hurting. And as you can see, I am just doing a standard press up now because honestly I'm just that fatigued, and I'm going for my toes, so at least I'm trying to make it difficult still. So yeah, whenever you're tired in press ups, always bring your knees closer to the center of your body because it allows you to get a deeper range and it's not as taxing on your muscles, but you do still feel the burn, so it's not a cop out at all. We're back onto the final set for chest press. I only did chest press here. I skipped out on the final press ups because I was running out of time. Yeah, the final 5, and then we are on to the next move, which are incline presses. Incline presses always catch me out. I never know the best height to have the bench, which you can see from here. If it's too high, it just feels like it's not targeting the right muscles and my form just feels completely off. With this one, you can tell it's not quite set up correctly. You can just see the position of my arms there, and in my head I'm just like, this is not right. I'm still going. No, there we go. And yeah, so I then readjust, and this time it feels much better. Again, I did a light set to begin with, just to get used to the movement and to see how my muscles were reacting to the weight and if they felt like they were ready to go heavier. Next up on my training plan were medicine balls or anything that I could use alternatively, but they didn't have any in here. So after doing my 3 sets of 5 for inclines, I then decided to go into shoulders, as I couldn't do any declines because there was also the lack of equipment. There was no bench there that I could then put into a decline position. I've said it before and I'll say it again and again, shoulders are my absolute favourite thing to train. And honestly, I just can't explain why. I skipped the lighter weight of the warm-up here since my arms were already feeling pretty fatigued from the other moves. I used 12.5 kilograms here as they didn't have a 12 kilograms, which is both a blessing and a curse, especially with fatigued muscles. If you're not pulling the face, you're really not lifting heavy enough. The main idea of my level 5 training plan is that I do supersets, but as I've previously mentioned, my FitPod didn't have all of the equipment that I needed to complete these supersets. This looks very different to what I've shown you earlier on in the video because I'm doing back-to-back of shoulders, which is great because it means I'm not doing those extra moves that are going to make my shoulders super tired or my triceps that are supporting the move. So yeah, that's that. It's quite obvious that this is the final set of shoulders because as you progress through each of your sets, your muscles are getting more fatigued. And so the facial expressions come out. And I just want to point out that's completely normal. It's nothing to feel too kind of self-conscious about because everyone in the gym hits this threshold. I had to show this. This white door was looking at me throughout my whole workout and curiosity got to me. It turns out it's an accessible toilet. You can tell it's looked after well and it's definitely a welcome asset to the pod. They've even left some toiletries for people to use when they're there, which is such a lovely touch. Onto the final bit of my training plan, and that is triceps using the cable machine. Just setting up now, and judging by that face, I don't have a lot of time left. When doing triceps, you want to bring the movable arms just above head height, and there's a variety of handles you can use. This time I'm using the rope, and as I'm using a different cable machine to what I'm used to at my normal gym, the weight is slightly different, so it takes a few tries for me to get it to a weight where I feel challenged, but I'm able to complete 4 to 5 reps. It's quite common for you to feel a bit confused or unsure about your weight selection when you use a new gym because obviously not every gym uses the same brand of equipment that you're used to. If it takes you a few tries to get a feel for the weight that you're supposed to use, don't worry, just stick with it and then you'll finally find where you're supposed to be. I'm doing tricep pull downs here, and when you do them, you want to keep your elbows at the side of your body quite close and don't move them each time you do a rep. So the idea is to hinge from your elbows and then tense your triceps as you pull down the rope. I'm really pressed for time here. I'm just focusing on my 3 sets of triceps. I've had to leave out biceps just because I don't know what happens if you exceed the hour time slot. I didn't want to be charged or I didn't want to keep someone waiting if they were outside. That is the end of my workout. A little shake as always is good. Always remember to put your equipment back, and also, like I did earlier, make sure you clean down your equipment once you're finished. Final thoughts. Overall, my FitPod is a great basic gym for people who are just starting the fitness journey. So if you're brand new to the gym or you have a bit of gym anxiety, highly recommend it. But if you're doing a very gym plan like me, it may not have all the equipment that you need. I had no medicine ball or decline bench. I also love doing box jumps, but I just didn't feel safe on the box jump because it wobbled on certain heights. What I did love is that you could play your own music and there was an accessible toilet on site, but there wasn't a water cooler. However, I've looked at my footage again and it does say drinking water on the sink. I wouldn't feel great filling up my water bottle from a toilet sink. If this was a helpful video or you want me to do more things like this, leave a comment. You can like the video, subscribe to my channel for more fitness content in the future. Take care everyone, bye!